Okay, I will rewind now. So after realizing, Sumantra came to know from Guha spies that Ramji went to Bharadwaja Muni, and then from there he crossed Yamuna and he went to Chitrakuta Parvata, and they had erected one hut also. See, that hut I did not say, that was made of leaves, so that's why it is called Parnashala. Parna is leaf. Okay, so because Lakshmana is constructed it with leaves, it is called Parnashala. In Chitrakuta, Ramji is living in Parnashala now. So he came to know, Sumantra came to know about this, and with a heavy heart he started to Ayodhya on his chariot. So after 2-3 days, he one evening he entered into Ayodhya. It was very quiet and there was no life at all. He was, maybe because of the separation from Ramji, everybody is weeping, lamenting in their houses. So he thought, and on the way he was listening. A few people were discussing about the virtues of Ram, and few people were cursing Kaikeyi for doing all these things. And finally he entered into the palace. There Dasharatha is living. After crossing 8 kakshyas, 8 gateways, the 7 gateways, on the 8th gateway he entered into Dasharatha's chamber. It was very quiet. All his wives were also in tears. When they saw Sumantra, they realized Ramji did not come with Sumantra, so he is in the forest. So they were in shock and they were in tears. Then Dasharatha, after seeing Sumantra, immediately he stood up and he said, what is happening with my sons, my princess? Here they are moving in chariots. How they are walking on the thorns, and in the forest which is full of stones and thorns, how they are walking. And if it is raining, where are they staying? What are they eating? With all the comforts they grew up, what they are doing, and the delicate Sita, how is she? So he inquired everything. Then Sumantra said, actually he conveyed the truth. What Ramji said to Sumantra, he said Ramji offered his respects to you. He greeted the noble king, and then he said to Kausalya Mata to take care of the king as she worships the gods. Serve my father as you worship the god, and make sure that all the sacrifices, Brahmanas are doing their job and everybody is doing their job, and follow righteousness, he said. And to Kausalya Mata he said, take care of all the wives, all his co-wives, all her co-wives. Don't curse Kaikeyi, she is also my mother, he said. And then to Bharata and Shatrughna he sent blessings, and he also said that Bharata, you should rule the kingdom in a righteous way, and don't ignore our father, because don't think that he is aged, and don't dethrone him. Let him be the king and you be the prince, and rule it righteously. And I'll be back after 14 years. We can have a happy life, he said. Because he wants to say that I am happy, I am doing good, don't worry about me. And he also said to Bharata, Kausalya is very fond of me. Treat her as your own mother. In tears he conveyed the message, he said. Then immediately after, and he also said, still Lakshmana is angry with you. And Sita Mata did not say any word, but when I was moving away in my chariot, she was in tears. That's all she said. And she is also okay. She's enjoying the nature. She is delighted to see the different flowers and trees, he said. But Dasharatha and Kausalya were more depressed, more distressed. Kausalya is like, I want to go and stay with Ram. You take me, she said. And Dasharatha behaved like a madman before Sumantra, because he is feeling very sorry, because Ram is so good and he is not at all saying one bad word to me, and again he is wishing for my good. is what Dasharatha is thinking. Then Sumantra said, don't be distressed. Already Ram and Lakshmana, they went to the forest with Vishwamitra, so they know where the wild animals will be and how to live, everything they know. So don't worry, they are okay. But still they were not happy. And Kausalya Mata got angry and few harsh words she said to Dasharatha, and again she realized, she asked for forgiveness. Then Dasharatha said to Kausalya, Kausalya, it is now I am recollecting, these are all the fruits of my deeds in past. He recollected that I had a curse. At the time I was not married, long ago, when I was a prince. One day in the moonlight I wanted to go and hunt, for hunting. So he went to near Saryu river, there was a forest, he went there. So at the time he listened, see, Dasharatha is explaining to Kausalya Mata what had happened, why he is facing this situation now. Why is he is in grief from the separation of his son. So he is explaining what, that curse he is explaining to Kausalya Mata. One night when near Saryu river in the forest, when I was hunting, I listened, I heard a sound of water. An elephant is drinking water, I thought. Behind the bushes I did not see. I thought that object was an elephant. So, and he was very good at Shabdavedi. Means without looking at the target, he can hit the arrow correctly without missing it. Already Ramji also hit Tataka like that. If you remember, Tataka was hiding. And Ramji could not see her. By listening to her voice and sounds, he hit her. Like that, Dasharatha also hit it. That arrow did not miss the target, but Dasharatha was thinking that was an elephant or deer came to drink water. But immediately he heard the cry of an ascetic, a rishi, a hermit boy who came there to fill the water in the pitcher. Like Kamandalu, one vessel will be there, no, with the ascetics. In that he was filling the water. Then he immediately cried, who can hit me? I don't have any enemies and I am an ascetic tapasvi. So then Dasharatha was also shocked. He dropped his arrow, a burned arrow, and he ran to the boy, and he saw, by the time he went only the blood was coming out. But the boy was very compassionate. He said, I am not worried about my death. I know if you remove this arrow, I will die. But now I am worried about my old blind parents who are staying near this lake, and he showed the track to the hermitage, a path also to the hermitage. Then Dasharatha was feeling, he was confused what to do, he did not know. But he said, remove this arrow and I will die peacefully, but you go and seek forgiveness to my father, otherwise he will curse you. He is a rishi. Then he did the same. The boy left his body and he went to Vaikuntham. Then Dasharatha filled water in the pitcher, in the vessel, and he ran towards the hermitage. And there his father was waiting. Oh my boy, why are you late? I am feeling thirsty. Give me the water. Then Dasharatha said, I am not your son. I am a king. I am a kshatriya. Because of my ignorance, I hit your son with an arrow. It is not willingly I did, but unknowingly it had happened. He is no more now. He said. Then they both were crying. His parents were crying. Only he is the hope of our life. There is no one to take care of us. So now please take us to the boy. Then Dasharatha took them there. They touched their son, and then he left a curse. He said to Dasharatha, how I am crying, how I am in grief from the separation of my son. You will also face this one day, by saying that they both jumped into the sacrifice fire. They invoked fire and then they jumped and they also left their bodies. But at that time Dasharatha was not really thinking of all this, because he was not married, he was not thinking of having sons. Now I am realizing, now I understood what is the pain he has undergone. See, my mastery turned into my enemy. See, the talent of hitting a target without seeing has become my enemy now, and all my sin still it is clinging to me. So we cannot escape from our destiny, Kausalya. Now I want to see my Ram, who is very beautiful. I want to see that beautiful face. Where are you, Ram? He was shouting, and then he told to Kausalya, I cannot see anything, I cannot feel my senses. Kausalya, maybe I am leaving my body. By saying that, slowly Kausalya and Sumitra, they were there, but they thought that he was fainted. Always Dasharatha he keeps on fainting, and then again he comes to consciousness. So they thought like that. Maybe he was talking like that. The next day, when the people, the courtiers, they come and they wake Dasharatha up by singing some glories. But at that time, Dasharatha he was not moving. He was not having any senses. Then they realized Dasharatha was dead. Then the palace, Dasharatha left his body. That was a great shock to everybody in the palace. So there was a great wailing all around. Everybody was crying, and Kausalya Mata and Sumitra, they fainted. But who will take care of the kingdom now? Everywhere there is a question. Who is the king? Without a king, see, if there is no teacher in the class, the kids will do whatever they want. Like that the kingdom will be. So Vasishtha is the guru. So he consoled himself, but he was also feeling very sad because Dasharatha's death is untimely. It was not that if Ramji was there, he would have lived for more years. So it was a shock to Vasishtha also. There was no, out of 4 sons, there was no son around. So the Vasishtha consoled himself, and he thought like Dasharatha's last rites should be performed properly. So he thought, anyways, Ramji and Lakshmana, they will not come back to Ayodhya now. So he thought he should call Bharata and Shatrughna. But that is also far. Kekaya kingdom is also far to Ayodhya, right? So that's why Dasharatha's body is kept in an oil to protect from decomposing. It will not lose its freshness. So that's Dasharatha's body is kept in the oil, and Vasishtha called out 5 messengers and said, you take all the many gifts from here to Kekaya kingdom and say give all this to Bharat and Shatrughna and say that I am desiring to see them, and ask them to come to Ayodhya and take the swiftest horses, fastest horses, and go and come immediately. Don't say anything about Dasharatha. Say that Vasishtha Muni wants to see you. So all the messengers went there. But when Bharata saw the messengers, he was like, he went to them and asked, how is Dasharatha, and how is Ramji, how is my Lakshmana? Everybody, he was asking about the safety of everybody, because he was having bad dreams, it seems. So from past few days I was not feeling well. I want to come to Ayodhya. So there Bharata he accepted all the gifts, and from there Bharata and Shatrughna started to Ayodhya. So let's see what will happen next week. Okay. Now Ramji is unaware of Dasharatha's death. He was there in Chitrakuta. Even Bharata is also unaware. Now morals.